there's always unknowns. And our people proudly walked into those unknowns and continue forward. And through it all, the Joint Force has demonstrated the unwavering resolve that the nation demands of us. We are a mission focused force, and our objectives always is to create the conditions for peace. And today we have, while be ready should that peace break, which we hope it is not. And we remain ready. Before I turn it back to the Secretary, I also want to quickly revisit the rescue of the Air Force fighter crew over the weekend. To give you an update, we've had, the Secretary and I have had the profound honor of speaking directly with many of the warfighters on that mission, from the downed crew that were picked up to those forces that went and got them. Hearing these stories firsthand has only deepened our appreciation for their tenacity, creativity, courage, and grit of the American Joint Force. This is a story that gets to the very heart and soul of who we are as a joint force, who we are as Americans. Selfless sacrifice in service of others. From the backseater, Dude 44 Bravo, whose pure and unadulterated joy at seeing those helicopters come into the valley to get his front seater in daylight, because he knew the front seater did not have a jacket, and was so filled with heart leaping joy at his front seater getting picked up, to the nighttime folks that went in and then got him, to the tanker forces that did the things that they had to do to give their own gas away to the support packages, to those that went into the desert landing site not once, not twice, but 3 times as we fought through multiple contingencies. This was and is a joint force that has the guts to try, that does not quit, and who each and every day does the things that we must to dare to win. No lives were lost. We succeeded because the joint force is always at the ready. They trust each other, they trust their leaders, and they trust their training. And they remember first, foremost, and always that we do these things so that others may live, and we will never leave anyone behind. The success of Operation Fury thus far, and we hope it remains, culminates with this incredible rescue over the weekend, a direct example of the professionalism and courage of the United States military and our joint force. It's the service members on the front lines, our partners in the region, our teammates in the intelligence community, our civilian leaders in the OSW side of the house, the American workers who build the tools and weapons that we use, and the American people who back us up that help us to go do these things. I stand here humbled today, but frankly not surprised by what the Joint Force has been able to do. Their performance is fueled by a deep commitment to each other, their mission, and to our country. It is an incredible, deep honor for me to be a part of this joint force, and I'm humbled by the service and sacrifice each and every day that I am lucky enough to see. And finally, as I always do, I ask that we never forget our fallen and their families, especially those 13 fallen from Operation Epic Fury. May we always be worthy of their sacrifice and honor their legacy. And with that, sir, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll take a few questions.
Alexandra Ingersoll, One America News. First of all, thank you to our troops. What role is our military playing in escorting vessels through the Strait?
Okay, I think we can stop listening to this
And,
in a minute
that
here.
being said, on Truth Social,
Good morning, everybody.
hanging around to make sure
Pranav, good
as
morning.
well. Obviously, Mr. Secretary, you
Market's
guys,
pulling back a little bit
we know
on this snooze this
scars
morning,
from hanging
but
around in Iraq.
tough to be a pullback after that move, huh?
What does that entail?
Let's just listen for a few more minutes and see if there's anything that comes out of this.
We'll be hanging around. We're not going anywhere. We're going to make sure Iran complies with this ceasefire, and then ultimately comes to the table and makes a deal. So we'll stay put, stay ready, stay vigilant, as the chairman laid out. Our troops are prepared to defend, prepared to go on offense, prepared to restart at a moment's notice with whatever target package would be needed in order to ensure that Iran complies. As far as the Strait, you saw the initial agreement that was struck, which is Iran's letting ships go through. So there'll be that will be happening. They will be sailing, and ultimately, as the president, we've done an incredible job militarily inside the Strait of Hormuz. What Admiral Cooper, I failed to mention Admiral Cooper's name. He's done a phenomenal job along with everybody at AFCENT, NAVCENT, and ARCENT, all the components down there, laying the groundwork for Iran. Iran doesn't have the same ability to defend it the way they did before, and so as the president has pointed out to the rest of the world, we barely get any of our energy out of the Strait, just a tiny fraction. It's time for the rest of the world to step up and ensure that that stays open after President Trump and the War Department brought Iran to the place where they are voluntarily opening it right now, as was announced last night. Yes, Jerry.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you both for the update. President Trump posted on Truth Social this morning that there has been a very productive regime change in Iran, and that there will be no enrichment of uranium, and the U.S. will work with Iran to dig up and remove the deeply buried nuclear dust. So I just have two questions here. So both you, Mr. Secretary, and the President have referred to a new regime in Iran. So is this not the regime that was at war with us for 47 years? And what do we think of when we're saying that this is a new regime? What are we thinking and what are we saying there? And then my second question is, with any future deal with Iran, is their handing over of all of their enriched uranium and they're promising not to enrich any future uranium a non-negotiable for the U.S.?
Well, it's always been non-negotiable that they won't have nuclear capabilities. And so right now it's buried and we're watching it. We know exactly what they have, and they know that. And they will either give it to us, which the president has laid out.
Andre, that's awesome.
We'll get it. We'll take it out.
Love that.
Or if we have to do something else ourselves.
Let's pause this,
then
shall we?
hammer.
Yeah, I mean, they're not saying anything this morning that's too noteworthy. We'll run through some of these headlines, but good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. Andre, I hope that's your name. Yeah, Andre, it looks like. Congratulations. Thanks to you, I'm $300 left to request a payout from top 150K. Let's get it done today, brother. Let's get it done. Let me switch my screen here for you, everybody. We'll take a look at some charts. We'll go over yesterday, do a little pre-market action here. So just so you know, we've got a couple people watching here this morning. We are going to be live on ASFX TV this morning, and we have a Killzone stream this afternoon. So we have 2 streams on our streaming platform today. I'm going to be live with you guys for the next 40 minutes or so until that stream starts. So hang out. We'll go over yesterday's trades. We'll talk some shit. We'll have some fun, see if the markets are going to move here. But if you want to be a part of our giveaways, if you want to be a part of the winning trades that we call, this is where you got to be here on ASFX TV. And it's free. If you click the link in my bio, it's free for your first month. So I think we should just jump right in and go over yesterday's trades. Had a good day yesterday, took another payout. I'm up 44,000 something to, I think, 4,500 already this month in April, 8,600 last month in March. I think it was 4,000 something in February. So I'm probably going to beat March this month, which will make this my best month ever. We'll see if I cross 10K. I'd like to get over 10. So we'll talk about that. Let me close this. This dude's driving down my street. We got these workers here messing with some stuff at the house. So the guy's driving down the street with his truck door open. That's interesting. All right, let me just check the news here. All right, good. Nothing crazy there. So we'll talk some news, but I think we go into yesterday's trading first. So if you guys have questions for me, throw them in the chat as we get this thing going here. And then I'll be sure to circle back to those. So let's just take a tally of this so I get the numbers right. Here's all my payouts just so you can see everybody in the last couple of days. Yeah, so 4 payouts in April, $4,500. What about going back to the 29th? What's the math on that? Because on the 29th, I took payouts. I think that was a Sunday, wasn't it? I believe it was. Yeah, so 6650 since the 29th. So if we just look at my stats, yeah, there's 6,200 since the 29th. So yeah, so the payout comes because I had a little win in there before that. So that makes sense. Okay. So we'll look at these. And then, like I said, if there's any questions about the trades, I do have the markups here, specifically about yesterday. We'll pull those up and go over it. Let me make sure I have the comment section. I followed Evan yesterday. That's good because Evan had a really good read on it yesterday. I had to fight a little bit. As you can see, I took this loss here. So $1,500 loss to start. So let's talk about it. 29th was, yeah, so not even 2 weeks. 29th was last Sunday. So over the last, that's 3, 6, 7, 8, over the last 8 trading days, I made $6,000 in payouts. It's pretty good. Okay, I think I can. Okay. Over the last 8 trading days, I've made $650. Yeah. So that's pretty good. No hate. Now that's okay. I want you to follow Evan sometimes. That's good. Let me turn this off too, because I got this playing in the background. There we go. Okay. So since March 29th, over the last 6 trading days, I've taken a couple of payouts, as you can see, $6,650 in total back into my account. Just in April so far, everybody, I'm up $4,550. You can see that on screen from 4 payouts. I think that's pretty impressive considering April is really only 5 trading days. Today's the 6th trading day of the month so far. We had Good Friday on the 3rd. So to be up 4,500 already is a really good start for me, especially since my best month of the year was March, where I took 8,600 out. So I'm already halfway there and I got plenty of trading days left to do it. Now, we had the big news last night. We knew that Trump was not going to bomb Iran to bits. We knew that the war was going to end. So we were ready for it. We actually capitalized on it here last night and made some money long. But that doesn't come first. What comes first is going over this loss, which I think was a good loss, but it cost me $1,500. So it's worth talking about. People want to say, like, Austin, how do you make 10K a month with the prop firms? Well, you have a live account like I do where you're capped on contracts, but even with one mini, I can still make 10K a month if I'm working every day. That's the thing. You got to be working. You got to be trading. But we want to also be understanding of the volatility that's in the market right now and trying to use that to juice this thing as well, which for me has meant trading in the Asian session over the last couple of weeks. That's been super profitable for me. We'll get into some more of those nuances as I get going here, but just look at the stats since last Sunday, the 29th of March, 81% trade win rate, 6,200 in profit, 2.9 profit factor, and I'm green every single day there. So a little bit of a green streak. I was red in the New York session yesterday, but because of the win last night, I'm going to show you, it ended up making yesterday's calendar green. So you can see I went down 1,500 and then ended the day up 800. So a nice little P&L swing there. But if you want to take, decent sized payouts, everybody, 1,100, 900, 1,500, 1,100, you're going to have to swing the P&L if you want to make more money. So first trade was this break of New York VWAP yesterday. And if you're watching this, I'm going to give you a tip here. This is not a high probability trade, but something made me, my overconfidence of my win streak lately, probably, something made me bullish, thinking this was going to rubber band and shoot from New York VWAP here back up into point of control, back up into the overnight VWAP. It didn't do that. Instead, that ended up being the great break and retest for the first leg out. There's another leg out too. So I didn't take the shorts. Instead, I got stopped out on the longs. In hindsight, of course, I could have tightened the stop. Of course, I could have gotten out sooner, but it is what it is. You can't live like that. I wanted to give it space to hold this value area in case it wanted to double bottom, and I ended up taking the loss on that. So 1 or 2 more minutes of waiting definitely could have helped me. Had I just waited 1 or 2 more minutes on this, I would have been short here with a lot of the guys on stream and Evan. I think if you read it, since market open came in, you see sellers are in control underneath New York VWAP. So the long is not the high probability trade because of that. On top of that, our indicator automates the VWAPs for you. You can see previous day VWAP is sloping down and overnight VWAP is sloping down. So you have to forecast and see that if we break under New York VWAP after this first breakout of opening range, if we get under here, you're going to say we have full alignment for VWAPs to the downside. Shorts are highest probability. And I know that. And I still took the long. It's just overconfidence and it burned me. So I started the day red because of that. But I got back in long after that flush. I got back in here on the close above New York VWAP. I had to stop pretty far at like 65.60, like way down here. I knew it may try to jab those lows again, but I felt like the macro bullish bias I had would carry us higher by the end of the day. So I took the long at 66.09 and I sat in it all the way up to here, 66.36 full out there. So you can see the first trade, 10 contracts in at 18, out at 89. Second trade, 10 contracts in at 09, and then out at 36, all the way up there at opening range high. So I traded all the way through the VWAPs because I got such a strong push through New York VWAP. I felt like maybe we would make the full move up to value area high and opening range high. So the long is fed by me thinking Trump is going to end the war. He's not going to blow Iran to bits, right? But that long causes me to miss this short off of New York VWAP outside of opening range low, textbook futures 2.0 trade. And it causes me to miss this one. I think there's 2 jabs short here. Evan hit both of them that I could have been involved in and then still gotten long later in the day, like Evan did. Evan got long later here and caught some of that move as well. So I think he traded it better than me. I still came out with some money because I stayed focused. Watch. As the morning, or excuse me, as the day goes on, I took another long in the afternoon, closed it a minute too soon before it popped. So the long bias is still then being reconfirmed to me. And I'm basically break even now because I lost the 1,500 and then made it back on the second trade. So I was down like 150 bucks. Let the day end. I wait for the close. I know the close is going to be crazy. You can see we get a huge bar up and a gap up. We sit on overnight VWAP. So I put a long in at 67.14 and I put a take profit in 20 points higher at 34. That gets smashed in this big push up before it never seen this before, dumped 70 points in 1 minute and then comes all the way back up in the Asian session. And it's all because Trump says there will be a ceasefire. There will nearly all the points have been agreed on. We are very far along in the negotiations and blah, blah, blah. So I get the juice there finally, which made me like $900. And then that's what fed yesterday's payout of 834. You see right here. So that was minus 200 in New York session-ish, minus 150, plus 1,000 from the overnight session pop right there. And then boom, take the $800 payout. Top one pays out so quickly, so it hits the account. I was literally able to trade it if I wanted to again 20 minutes later. The payout was 20 minutes. So that's super fast. That money's sitting in the Rise account now. I'll take that later today. So that's the recap of yesterday. We'll go over this in a little more detail on stream. If you're new and you're listening, it's free. If you click the link in my bio, go to asfx.biz/first. It's totally free to come stream with us. And we have 2 streams today. We have the New York session and the Kill Zone stream. So we'll definitely deep dive this a little bit more. I think just the macro bias really was what was carrying this though. You know, I mean, look at it. Here's that long at 67.14, out at 34. We're at 68.30 right now. So it continued higher all night. It could have been one of those nights you're just scalping every little dip for longs because you know it's going to carry with momentum. So now going into the open today, oil is at session lows. We can see down to 87, crude oil down to 93. So the disparity in prices there starting to come together between the futures contract and the spot. NASDAQ 25,000. I mean, if you look at these daily candles, everybody, they are crazy. Look at that. Huge here on YM. Huge here on NASDAQ. I mean, we went from a couple of days ago being down 13% from all-time highs to now down only 5% from all-time highs. So I have another prediction, just like I predicted the war would end, which wasn't a hard prediction because we know Trump chickens out. But I think we're going to be at all-time highs by the end of May. Could be the end of April. I just think that's aggressive. So that's the recap on yesterday. That's the recap on my payouts so far. You see them. I show them to you in all my videos. I want you guys to see the process step by step. I think I'm over 45,000 in total payouts now from Top One Futures. They just crossed their 1-year anniversary. So very, very happy to see them continuing to be successful. And now we'll look to continue and charge on this month. See how many payouts we can take. Trying not to get too caught up in the stats. You know what I'm saying? Trying not to look at it too much. But yeah, just crossed 20K in total profits on the live account, 83% win rate this year on the live account, 81% trade win rate, 83% day win rate, 2.3 profit factor. So that looks good. And now, like I said, because of last night's win, the green streak continues. It does not end. So I started the green streak back here on the 17th. There was 4 days, then another 6 there. So that's 10, 3 there. That's 13 to finish March. 2 here, 15, 16, 17, 18. Crazy. So maybe number 19, maybe we'll chase Evan's super long streak of like 40 days or whatever. So we'll see.
I doubt it. I was rooting for your
doubt it.
downfall, but I'll just have to keep on waiting. But nicely done.
I doubt it.
Nicely done. Bravo. No, it's really good. And then on the Trade Zello, you can click on that little settings wheel and you can get rid of those news event dots. I cleared mine off. Just looks weird. But yeah, yesterday was a little bit of a roller coaster for you, up and down. But
Well, not
you
really. I
bounced
just
back from
sat in
those
this.
wins.
This is what it looked like. I just sat in it all day. Like I told you I would. I
Yeah,
said it on stream.
stressful. I mean, I eventually joined the longs with you, but I sat in it for 4 minutes.
Well, I know. I
and you were in
just
it for 4
complimented you on
hours.
that. You did good on that for sure. You took like you traded it better than me, but I don't think I was stressed. If I was stressed, I wouldn't be trading today. I would have taken it off. But I feel like I just didn't care that I missed those. You hit them. I think if I would have cared that I missed them more, I would have been more stressed because then I'm like beating myself up about missing it. But because my idea kicked up and I was fucking right and it fucking ripped higher, I guess that relieves some of the stress, the benefit of being right.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
But I was
Lower
right.
highs,
And
lower
you did
lows,
say
then
on
your
stream
idea
yesterday,
finally
you were
came in.
like,
That's why when you were saying it, you're like, I just think we're so bullish. I'm like, we might be, but like right now at 950, it doesn't have to come into fruition, which
and
it
you were right.
didn't.
You were
So
right.
it's just like I know you have this bias, but like doesn't mean it has to work for right now. So let's
No,
wait
that's
for a better opportunity to try to play that idea.
I wanted to trade it like you traded it. Of course, in hindsight, I would have loved to trade it the way you traded it,
It was tough fading you on the second short because I was like, shit, he's in the long.
Well,
But
it
this
pissed
is
me off.
just
Dude, I might be wrong, but I think Randy didn't close his trade here on the short.
no, he didn't on the short.
Oh, that pisses me off. That really grinds my gears.
The first pisses me off, and we'll speak to him on stream, so we're not talking behind his back. The first short, I made a joke of it. It's just like what he did a couple weeks ago, selling it at the very bottom. Not just like, oh, we knew that was gonna be the bottom. I just mean the
Right.
bottom as in like
Because his
it's at
first
a
one
new
was right
low.
here.
Yeah, literally the bottom.
Yeah.
Because like you see a big move, now you're gonna get involved. It's like we trade pullbacks way better than we trade breakouts. So this is breaking out right now. Should probably wait. And
I
then he
feel
did
like-
good getting back in, but then yeah, didn't close that. So double shit show.
Scotty Scheffler is trending on Twitter, bro. So maybe he's gonna win.
For what? Getting arrested? What was
No,
that
they're
for
talking about it.
last?
They're talking about his grip.
Oh, yeah, he
Um,
still uses a grip
yeah,
training tool like you
grip
and I
training
would.
tool. Yeah.
Why not?
Bro, they got to make memes about this. This is a tennis player. His name is Medvedev, Daniil Medvedev. Look at him, bro. He crashed out throwing the racket because he got bagel. Bagel is when you lose 6-0, 6-0. He's never lost 6-0, 6-0 ever in his career. He's a top 10 player. Like he just almost won the last tournament, and he is. Look at him, bro. Like you normally one smash of the racket is enough. This guy just 3 times. No, I'm not done. Yeah. Keep going, dude. Like, just let it out, bro. And there's a lot of like trending videos or like viral videos of him on clay that they're playing on clay in Monte Carlo in Monaco, and he hates clay. What the fuck is this surface? That's what he says. What the fuck is this? So look, he don't care. He just doesn't care.
Backups.
He's got plenty of backups, and it's just he hates clay. He's a great player on hard court. He's unbelievable. It's just crazy to see him perform so well on hard court and then suck so much dick on clay. Like it's literally like the whole 10,000
footing?
hours. Huh?
Your footing?
Yeah, the clay slides. The clay is
Yeah.
really, really slippery in a way. It's very
Yeah, it's
delicate.
like playing on a baseball diamond with no cleats on, that'd be pretty tough.
Imagine that, but imagine the clay is even like our clay on our tennis courts and our baseball fields. It's different than the clay in Europe. It's like this thin powder. It's like baby powder, basically. They say. Yeah.
Why did you just like opt out of the tournaments that are on clay? Just play
You
on
can't.
grass?
I think they have a contract thing where they have to play a certain amount. They're on tour, bro. These guys don't get a fucking break. Like the tennis ATP tour is worse than the PGA tour. The season never ends. It's like 1.5 months off at the end of the year, and
Yeah,
that's it.
because they never play anywhere but nice climates.
That's true. And indoors and stuff. They basically maybe in the rain once in a while is the worst that they have to deal with. That's true. But the tennis thing is like it's endurance athletes, so it's like you're tired and there's a lot of games. Like when you're in a tournament, you're playing every other day. You get an off day, and then you're traveling, and then you're playing again. They got press day, so it's a lot. I get why they probably make them sign a contract that they have to make requirements. They can't just play one tournament a year and just coast on it,
Yeah, that's definitely probably the same for golf. I mean, many of these players are trying to play as many as they can just to make money, but like you can't just be like, no, I'm going to play these 4. Unless you're Tiger Woods. Maybe they'll let
Right.
you pick and choose, but it's like you got to make a certain amount of appearances.
You don't think some of the players favor certain courses? Like, oh, I love Augusta,
Oh, they
dude. It's the
definitely do.
best. Right.
Closer to
right.
their hometown. It's closer to the grass they grew up playing on. They perform better
100%.
there.
100%.
less jet lag. Like, yeah, I think it was Colin Morikawa. Like, grew up in California, played at the University of California, and like
We played Pebble Beach all the time.
this one course, he was like, I played it all the time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna want to play that one and hope to do really good in that one because I know the
I know
breaks, I know the
every
turns, I
tree.
know everything.
Right. He knows every tree. He knows where to put it.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's a huge, huge, huge advantage. It's like race car driver. Same thing. Like if you know the course, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, then Bryson came out with a video. He played like some course to get prepared for this Augusta one.
Yeah, I
I
saw
think it
that.
was in Arkansas, and in whatever grass it was, he's like, I haven't played this grass in so long. It's so tough to gauge how it's going to come out. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's a different type of grass. I don't think about that. My shot's going to be shit no matter what I'm hitting on. So I don't think about like,
I'm thinking
that's the
about-
grass's fault.
You think I'm worried about the grass? I'm thinking about, should I pull my putter out? Am I too far to putt?
Yeah, why not? We'll Texas wedge.
Yeah, honestly, I think if there is anything I miss about living in Florida was those par 3 courses. There were so many like little, you go play for an hour and a half and be done. Just get the golf in, be done. But not at a simulator, like get real practice in, you know? Simulator's not real. It's nothing like real golf. It's
No,
literally,
but I would still love to have one at the house.
yeah, to keep the swing fresh. But like other than that,
It's
it's a bunch
fun.
of bullshit. It doesn't make you any better.
But no, to go to a drive and have a night at the simulator, no, I'd rather go
No.
to a real driving range and see that ball fly.
Right. Well, it's good oil's down.
Oh yeah. Doesn't look too crazy on the daily. I mean, everything's coming down, but on
I mean,
oil.
it's pretty crazy. Look at that bar, bro.
Oh yeah.
100 to 86. Is there another down bar that big ever? Yeah, there is. Okay. We've gone from 70 to 67.
Last April. What was
Six
that?
or that was 6% though. By percentage basis, I think this is going to be the biggest because the price is higher.
Oh, 18. Yeah.
Yeah, here in 2022, we were at 123 down to 90 in 6 days.
Yeah, it's crazy to just continue the drift
I mean, dude, look at
overnight.
it. There's the COVID day where everything shut down, 18 to negative, down 320. I don't even know how that's real. But even in that drop, like we didn't drop 13% in a day. We dropped 10% sometimes in a day. But I don't know if we've had that big of a. Here's in 2014. Look at oil then. We had 10%, 11%. Okay. So it's not going to be the biggest day, but it's going to be one of the biggest days if it stays down here. Or
I mean,
gets lower.
NQ's up 900. What was it last week? Tuesday, Wednesday, when it was like 1,000?
On the
Maybe
second.
from high to low.
There was an 800-point day back there. Yeah, this day was the big day. It was 1,000 on
Yeah.
the end of it was
It's
a
up
little over.
3.5% today. Pre-market.
Yeah. No, I mean, look at it,
Yes.
bro. You went from down 9% on down 15% on NQ from all-time highs to down 5. The dip is over. I told you, didn't I say that, bro? I'm like, the longer you're in this, that's why I repeat this shit, because the more it is the same. The dips get, oh, wait, the dip's over? I missed the good price. I missed the good time to buy for my investment account. Like I missed it. Yeah. Like it's that fast. Always. Especially with Trump, I should say. With Trump, it's always like this. Amazon's going to gap up. Everything's going to gap up the fucking balls, bro. Look at NVIDIA. It's going to gap up 3%, 178 to 184, 3% gap. No, this looks like a chart that's going to fold to me. This is not a bounce. There's no recovery here. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think this is coming lower. I think this is at 70 soon. This will be back down in here, somewhere in here. It's going to be between 66 and 76, I get. That's going to be my guess.
Ideally. Yeah.
We'll be back down in there.
Back to the mean.
That's the landing zone. Yeah, like I would be curious to even know, like, not that we do a lot of VWAP on here, but like throw a VWAP on the low from 2025. So the low of look where that lands. Isn't that interesting? Right in my target zone. So the low, the buyers of crude oil since the April low of 2025 will be back at break even at 75. So I think you'll find a lot of resistance there since that's a low of year. So somewhere in here would make sense for me to see this come back to. But it doesn't really matter because we don't
Any
trade that.
sellers. Everything just keeps getting bid back up like every few minutes.
What does that matter if we're not going to trade crude oil? Nothing. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's not even worth talking about almost.
Yeah, unless
Just
you
talking-
got that inverse, like I was saying. Come on.
Yeah.
Short it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be an interesting short. That's for sure. Be one interesting one to make money on. Piss a lot of people off. They'd be like, "How did you know to short oil? Everyone said the world was going to end." I'm like, "That's how." Like literally, because everyone said the world was going to end. That's why.
Fade the majority.
Yeah, like look, U.S. oil. We're at 85.96 on spot. So if we crack 85 on spot, that's new lows. And then on the futures contracts, it's 90.99. That's where we're at right now. So $2, like $2 lower, and you got new lows. Who knows where this thing wants to go for the New York session? I'm almost more interested in watching oil at market open than I am watching the indices. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't trade the indice up here. Like, it's got to make a range. I can't trade the
Might
indice
have to.
till 10 o'clock, 10:30. You know what I mean? Like, I got to see. I need some levels. I need some shit to trade U.S. markets now. But crude oil, dude. It'd be crazy to see a minus 25, minus 30% day, but it'll happen. We had an up 30% day, didn't we? On the way up, right? I believe there was
On
a
that
day.
crazy day with the wicks.
Yeah, here it is, the big day, right? Yeah, up and down 47%. Nothing's off the table right now, bro. Nothing.
Hopefully we can find something quick today. Something simple. Don't fight VWAP. Go with a good stop loss. Let it
State
drift.
TV
Let it do its
says
thing.
first ships are passing through the Strait of Hormuz with Iran's permission after the ceasefire.
Caesar and Luigi, what up? As always.
Good morning, boys.
Darren, you don't want to know Austin's handicap. I don't think they even have a number for that scale.
Nah.
It breaks the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, what's up?
Craig, good morning, buddy. Yeah, so we got good numbers on here this morning, everybody. We did a little review of yesterday's trades for me, went over the payout from yesterday, the payouts from this month, went over some top one stuff, and now we're going to move to ASFX TV in about 20 minutes. So if you are listening or watching, you can come click the link in my bio or the link in Evan's bio. First month is free. That's where we're going to do our giveaways today. I promised everybody a bunch of giveaways. So we'll make sure to start those from the beginning of stream. So don't be late. So don't wait. Click the link now, go sign up, get your shit together, and then we're going to be on there at 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, 4 for 4 yesterday. Was that like a Wendy's
Yeah,
deal,
you
a Burger
traded
King
it
deal?
well,
Who's
bro.
got the 4 for 4?
You traded it well, bro.
And that was after the first red day on Monday, which was good. I lost that first TOF account that I took payouts on last week because there was only 400 of drawdown left, and I put all 400 on red. I put it all in that first trade, and we just got wicked out. I mean, it was a terrible price action. I would have lost eventually anyways, unless I pulled it at break even or something, but definitely fine to let that one loose. And then the other accounts I traded yesterday to get those up to like 1,000 of drawdown each now, so that's a little bit more comfortable. Maybe 900.
Okay.
So we'll try to take those to another payout.
So here's the taco stats. Trump always chickens out. That's what taco stands for. That has become a consistently profitable pattern over the 300 plus trading sessions since Trump took the oath of office last year. 9 of the S&P's 10 biggest days had to do with relief of tariffs or relief with Iran. Owning stocks on those days would have earned an investor 52% on their money compared to 12% for buying and holding an index throughout. The predictable taco. I know the VWAPs are far, everything's far, even a handoff is far, everything's just.
I'm just going to use the New York. Overnight showed nothing. We didn't touch it once. It's irrelevant almost. There's no volume in it. There's a lot of volume overnight, but like this VWAP wasn't even flirted with once. So just going to trade with New York. Ideally, become a little bit lower just so, yeah, peace of mind. I can get closer to that VWAP. But if he just wants to keep carrying higher, we'll look for scalps.
Randy's got Bookmap stuff in the Blackshirt Club chat. 6,800, 6,812 buyers are defending. No shit. 6,850 sellers are stacked. The opening range tells you whether or not 6,850 gets absorbed or hold. If it breaks, 6,900 comes fast. If it rejects, price gravitates towards 6,812. Interesting. 6,850 is what he's saying is line in the sand. There's a shit ton of orders on it. I see it.
For what?
If it breaks, then we go to 6,900. If it holds, this thing thinks we pull back to overnight VWAP. That's what his Claude interprets from our book map this morning. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck from what, bro? You don't know about Claude and shit, dude? Are you fucking stupid?
If we break for a new high, we're going higher.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Claude. I've been waiting
Couldn't do it
how
without
many
you.
years of human evolution to get to this point?
Nah, no trades for me last night. I was looking when you got just out of yours, and then it popped higher. I was thinking about
You're just a
buying it.
pussy. That's why. You were too
Yeah.
busy. Just rolling in your green trades from the
Yeah.
earlier in the day. You were too busy to focus and actually just make money. So
I
you missed
wasn't
it.
focused at all. I was recording something else. I was fucking starving. I wanted to get that shit done so I could eat and all over the map.
That's why I like trading in like all hours of the day. Like the longer you do this, the longer you get it. Like you can do a lot, bro. If you have the knowledge, you can do a lot. But like you also need a life, and like you have to not sometimes too. Like I hit the trade while I was putting a shelf together. I got another one of these bookshelves to put next to the other one. It's out in the hallway. It's not finished because then once I got in the trade, I started focusing on that. So now I got all these pieces just laying in the hallway right now.
Yeah.
Coupon code for the free month is first. Link in my bio automatically applies that coupon code though, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't like how you changed that banner on the bottom. It's less clear. We got to get both.
What'd you say?
You use code first. The banner that you have on the bottom, you changed it.
You're saying it's not activating. Uh,
We'll just put it in
ASF
yourself. FIRST. But it should.
That's the voice news. Did you hear that?
No. With capital, like capital letters? No. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just spell it out.
If the S&P finishes higher today, that will be the 6th in a row green day. Going back 20 years, only 1 year had one of those finished in the red, and it was 2018. The down years like 2011, 2015, and 2022 did not have a 6-day win streak. So if we close higher today, which it fucking looks like we're gonna, it would be the biggest reversal of probably ever if this candle flipped. If we close higher, and it might mean during regular trading hours too. So we might need that to trade higher in New York hours. But if it does, that would signal that this is not a bear market. This was a typical 10%, 15% yearly correction, and we're going back.
John, apologies. Are you looking for buys even though we're so far from VWAP? I mean, are you looking for shorts? I don't think you can look for shorts up here. So, yeah. Simple answer is buyers are in control. That's for sure.
That's a great stat. The guy, General Dan Kane, said, we consume more than 950 gallons of coffee, 2 million energy drinks, and a hell of a lot of nicotine. That's what he said this morning on the press conference about Operation Epic Fury. You see this? Look at that. Right on 6840, 1,000 contract spoofer right there. Okay, so this guy's not understanding how to sign up. That's okay. Let me show you. Ready? So you're going to come to Twitter or my YouTube or whatever. You're going to go to asfx.biz/links right here. Let me blow it up so it's really big. Right here, top button, sign up here. You're going to click that. It's going to not look like this for you because I have a membership already, but it's going to look something like this where you need to put in a card and it's going to say $0 charge. If I log out, I'll show you what it'll look like.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. You got to log out to get it to show. But whenever you sign up, just use coupon code. There you go.
Do you see it? Do you see it? It's right there. First, it works. $0 for your first month. But this is automatically applied if you go to www.asfx.biz/first, FIRST. That's the link to go to, and it automatically applies the discount code. Super easy. What's John's question saying in there, Evan?
Just asking. There was a similar distance a week ago or so, and you were looking for sales with the pullback to New York. So you're
Yeah.
saying there was like a similar,
Yeah, not
strong
today.
bullish
Not
move away
today,
from
brother.
VWAP, and we didn't trust
No.
the longs very
Yeah.
far from it. We were looking for shorts back to it. That's definitely fair, and
Yeah,
that
but not today.
could be on the table today. But when they're just such a fundamentally driven, there's a
Yeah.
lot of buyers. There's
Yeah,
no
get out of
sellers.
the way.
If it gives me a
You-
long signal, I'm gonna trust it, and then if I get smoked, I'll probably look to long it at the lower price. But it's just very tough to be a seller today fundamentally.
Just
The other days,
remember,
it was just a average, if you want to call it that, price action of higher highs. I was like, let's look for a pullback, and we got it. I don't know if we're gonna get it today.
just
Good
remember,
question.
you're the little fish. You like, don't try to know more and try to call the market. Oh, it's got to pull back. No, bro, market is pumping. You want to get on the other side of it? Try it. It's never going to work. I've been there. Trust me. Been doing this for 11 years. It's not worth your time. Just get on the train, ride it, make some money, come back tomorrow. Futures 2.0 is on the ASFX website. Yep. So it's on asfx.biz/TV. You come here, you can see at the top. So Futures 101 is a free course. Anyone doesn't, you don't even need to sign up. You can start watching it. And then when you finish this, you go to Futures 2.0, you'll see you have to sign in, subscribe to have access. And that's where the first month free comes in. You get access to all of that in your first month. Courses also includes liquidity concepts, includes the live streams, includes the giveaways, Discord. Everything we do is free for your first month. We give you plenty of time to see if you like it. We have over, someone else left a 1-star review yesterday. We're at 477. Evan, someone left us a 1-star.
I dropped it to 4.8. What did they say?
This guy, Jake. Their trading style is not for me. Risk to reward, not good.
All right, he doesn't want to make money. That's all right.
Yet we're taking literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in payouts this year, and it's not good enough for Jake.
What a bozo.
It's crazy. Crazy. When you have 96% 5-star reviews and then you see something like this, hopefully people will say, all right, maybe there's something wrong with this guy, not 96% of people, especially when we have almost 500 total reviews, but it knocked us to 4.8, bro. That one star. So if anyone hasn't left us a review and would like to go leave us a good review, that'd be great to get us back to 4.9 since Jake decided to be a fucking cuck. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, it's being a cuck. He doesn't like the risk reward, even though we made money. 3 guys are entering the stream. They're all entering at different times. No shit, you fucking idiot. It's not signals. They follow an indicator. I don't like to trade with indicators. Okay, so I get a 1-star. Now you fuck me over just because you don't like indicators and you're a dumbass. Sorry, I got to stop.
So they were in this was definitely from yesterday. They said one was long, one was short. Me and Austin were in opposite directions because he was seeing the fundamentally bullish bias, and I'm trading the view up on the lower time frame.
What a fucking loser.
And guess what? We both made money yesterday.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And took payouts. So tell him to suck a fucking dick, bro.
Jake hasn't made money in years.
Yeah, clearly.
I don't like indicators or poor risk reward. What do you like, Jake? Dick in your ass? I don't know. Call an indicator. It's a headache. You don't know which one to follow. You're not supposed to follow either one of us. You're supposed to know what you like. That's why I didn't follow Austin, because I liked my read of things and I trust my gut on my read, and I'm willing to lose. If someone was DMing me, I mean, I get plenty of them seeing the same shit of like, how do I take your trades? Like, how do you, not Austin's, I want to take
Let
your
me show
trades.
you.
Not
You take his
signals.
dick and you stick it in your mouth. That's what you do.
Not signals. Holy shit.
It's
Why do
crazy
you
how
want
many people
signals?
want signals. It's crazy,
Exactly.
bro. It makes me not want to be on the internet because it's so annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going to go trade now. You guys are all fucking ruining it for me. Just
Yeah,
like, it was
some guy
fun.
like, yeah, but Austin's screen was up yesterday. I want to see yours. I'm like, for what? You'll
what,
know if
bro?
I'm in the trade. I'm not gonna be like, okay, guys, here's my screen. We're gonna take the trade now.
in the same
That's a
way
signal.
that in the same way that I now feel like all the doom and gloomers on Twitter are brokies that just don't invest, right? Because they think the world's going to end, so they just stay broke, and it's easy to be doom and gloom. It's the same thing with these people. They think trading is going to be more complicated than it is, when in reality, the VWAP is super easy to trade. You make it more complicated. Trading is only difficult because of the human element. It's not difficult because of strategy, but they think it's strategy, and that's why they want to follow you. again, 95% of people lose because they have the wrong mindset, not the lack of strategy. It's the mindset. Thanks, John. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate all the good reviews, guys. Like, I don't ask. I mean, our products are reasonably priced, $100 a month, like $500 for the mentorship. Like, nothing's crazy. We make our money from trading, but the reviews are all I ask for, because it's like nobody else can brag about reviews like we can. But it's also a byproduct of being in the game for a long time. You go back, see how far those reviews go back. Goes back pre-2020. Goes all the way back to when we started this bitch. So it's like it's our journey. Thinking about going into market open today. We're going to have new lows on this oil move here. I don't know if that's going to reverse or if it's going to slide. Should be interesting. So it'll be a really fun open to be with us on stream, everybody. We'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes. We'll go to ASFX TV. We're going to get our giveaway going. So again, just click the link in my bio. Go to www.asfx.biz/first. That's where the free month is. Okay, let's go. Let's go, bro. We'll do some giveaways today. Watch them win one. Watch someone here is going to sign up for their first month free and win a giveaway today. We do giveaways from Top One Futures. They sponsor the stream, so we do giveaways from them. We're also going to be introducing a couple of other prop firms in the next couple of weeks. I got my Lucid code yesterday or the day before, so maybe we'll do some giveaways with them, a couple other ones too. So we try to feed the chat as much as possible. If you've been on the chat, you know.
We just saying Jake didn't even know the difference between ES and SPX yesterday. He was answering
Yeah,
his
so-
questions.
So what a fucking retard, bro. What a fucking idiot. That guy shouldn't even be allowed to write reviews. Like, you know how
Maybe
they
a
say
3
women,
star? Like,
Bro, you know-
style's not for me. 1 star, maybe 3.
you know how they say,
4.
you know, they say women shouldn't be allowed to vote, right?
Well, you say that.
Well, I thought that they still say that. Anyway, some people shouldn't be allowed to leave reviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not qualified enough. You don't have
Yeah,
the-
you need 10 streams, not 1. When
you
we
need,
also
you need
fade
an
each
IQ
other,
test
and-
first. Can you spell your first name and last name correctly with capital letters?
Yeah, we come today and we're probably not going to fade each other. That happens once every
Right.
week.
Today, we're
Every
all
other
going to be
week.
on the bandwagon long. We're all going to be dick riding the longs together. It's going to be a sausage fest on the
The
longs.
first stream, he's like, oh, they were in different trades. I don't like that.
They suck.
And I
Right.
didn't make
And
money.
I hate that. That's the only hard part about this streaming shit is that it's like, I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want you motherfuckers to question me. Cause like, you're here to learn from my experience. And then you got that guy that's going to go now leave me a bad review. And we both still made money. How are you going to leave a 1-star review? Austin was long. Evan was short. I don't understand what you're brand new. Of course you don't understand. Like, what the fuck? The 1-star review really hurts me though. It goes from 4.9 to 4.8. That's a big difference. It's crazy. Told you, don't get me started, bro. It's fucking annoying. I hate it. I hate that I care about Trustpilot.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
there's not a lot of groups that can do
We've
What
got a
we
better
do-
rating than Tradeify and Lucid. We got 4.8.
well, they're prop
Well,
firms. They
yeah.
don't count. But I'm saying, like, look at the other trading educators out there. There's not people who take payouts like we do. And then look at our mentorship group with the Black Shirt Club, everybody. And like that's what I'll brag about. Look at the payouts from our students. Look at the guys, like, look at Cam's month already. Look at the guys that are like new traders that are struggling. Look at what they're doing that from hanging around us. Inna, big shout out there. Payout.
Pre-live.
Zarb, payout. James, payout. Yeah, Inna's on pre-live. 2 more payouts here for her, payout. So it's like, you might not like our trades one day, but like the results are crazy this year, bro. This is the best we've ever been. Like, it's crazy that guy's going to say that this year, you know?
That's all right.
Even looking at how much money we make now, not to sound pretentious, but like how much profits are generated now compared to when we were just trading Forex. It's like Forex was not even real. I was thinking about that. Like, go back, 7-8 years ago. That wasn't even real trading compared to what it is now. Now we're actually, money's coming out of the market the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? 4 years. So yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mike.
Yeah,
But it's
all right.
good. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh,
I mean,
my,
like-
my construction guys bailed.
Why?
Little chilly to paint this morning. Looks warm the rest of the week. Probably they're finishing up Monday. So they're going to be here a little bit longer. It's a little cold today. They put the concrete though last night. They're going to let it sit now. So
It's a little chilly to paint. I'm gonna go home.
I know, bro. That's what they get for the 60 grand on the deck.
Freaking blue
It's-
collar my ass.
Blue collar my ass, bro. And like, that's my bet. And like, you know what? I'm not stupid. I didn't pay him the full amount yet until it's done. So he can take days off. He's just delaying getting paid the rest of his money. Question about Bookmap. I do have a Bookmap referral code, but so if you go to asfx.biz/bookmap or just click the link in my bio, you'll see it pulls up their website. I can pull it up here. Maybe. Maybe not.
It happens.
It's loading.
And also, anyone that needs a TOF account, I'm not sure how long the top one feature sale is still going to run for their 1-year anniversary, but instant fundeds right now, which is what I'm trading the most, is 50% off still. I would say assume it's going to end this week. Maybe it goes longer, but just assume it's going to be this week so you don't wait too long. Better safe than sorry. So if you're thinking about getting a new account, you have at least a couple days to go grab one for 50% off.
Yeah, I just put the Bookmap. See how it's ugly? Their Bookmap link is so ugly. I just put it in the chat though. But the discounts that they gave me to offer you guys are right here in the special offers. So if you're new to it, I would just take the quarterly deal and then upgrade later. Make sure you like it. It's a really good price, $147 for 3 months. So it's a good deal.
Yeah.
For the information you get at Bookmap, $50 a month, bro. What are we talking about? We're making money here, people. What are we talking about? Spend to make more. Come on. Streamline the analysis. Why would you buy a $100 a month indicator from us? I don't know. If it helps you make more money than $100 a month, wouldn't it be worth it to you? It's such a poor person's mindset question. You know what I mean? Our indicator here, it's going to help you make more than $100 a month. So it's well worth it. But a broke person with the broke in the mindset would see, oh, $100 it's going to cost. I'd rather buy more combines, more challenges. Well, that'll ultimately just delay your potential success, not even guaranteed success. So everything we do is just meant to help you guys be faster, make more money. All right, so we're leaving in 5 minutes. Last call. You see the link on screen there, asfx.tv or ASFX. Let me change that, Evan. You're right. Let's change that. Let's just go here. So now there's a link on the bottom of the screen. That link will automatically have the free month for you guys with the discount code, or you can still just click the link in my bio. That'll give it to you as well. But we're going to wrap up here in a few minutes. We'll get ready for our giveaways, get ready for all that fun stuff. Nothing major coming through the news yet this morning either. So we'll see, Ev. Did we take new lows yet on? Yep. No, not yet. Close. Close on oil.
I mean, it was probably at that low for what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
That wick.
Right.
John says, I have the indicator. The only question I have is how much weight do you add to the YM information? I mean, you take it in, but that's not going to make or break.
Question. Yeah, it's a good question.
Because
not gonna make
if
or
I'm
break.
liking all the view up alignment and structure here on ES or an NQ, and YM isn't above its previous days in New York too, it's like, all right, it's good enough. Enough is in line that I'm going to still take it. Right? It's not going to scare me out because it moves totally different. But when they all are in alignment, it's like, all right, little cherry on top. Beautiful. Great. They all agree with each other. Let's definitely long this. And you'll see. The more you play with it, the more you use it. We're like, yeah, I want it to be above its New York and overnight, but maybe previous days isn't as important. Or just New York on YM, and I'm good to go. Been raining like the last 2 days here. So depressing.
Well, I feel like this time of year, usually it doesn't rain. So that's weird.
Yeah. It's like an all day rain too.
The elite dailies right now are 45 or 40% off with the code.
Yeah, everything is 40% off except the instant fundeds, which are the most expensive ones. So that one's 50% off. But no matter what, if you use Austin's code or mine, it's going to match the best deal that they're having. So you're not going to get screwed. Everything would be matched to the best that they're running.
I think these elite dailies are so sick. I just put the video up on my channel. The video that I put up was how to pass one in 3 days. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely go watch that.
Liquidity concepts with Zach. Is this relevant to VWAP trading? It's not relevant to VWAP per se, but definitely the volume levels that we're looking at on our charts. So it's a little blend of both. But VWAP, no. Zach doesn't use VWAP. That's why I think you just signed up this morning. Go through 101, 2.0, get your footing there, tune into streams, get a good base on that, and then maybe you could look to add Zach's one step at a time, you know? Elite Daily after passing the monthly subscription disappears? Yes. So the Elite Daily has no activation fee. And yes, you shouldn't be taking more than a month to pass it. So it should be looked at as just one flat fee one time, because I'm either going to pass or fail this thing within 4 weeks. And if I had to buy another, I'd buy another. But like, I wouldn't want to be charged a second time on one account. So, yeah, one monthly charge, no activation. You can see it there on their dashboard.
Oh, sorry, slipped the payouts in
shit.
front of you. Didn't mean that. Seems to be the main course meal. It is. Tokay. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Futures 101 is the top of funnel. Introduction to me, introduction to what we do. You like it. You're like, okay, I want some more. Now you go get the actual entries, the exacts from Evan, who's arguably after yesterday the better trader.
I get you to stay. Austin gets you in the door. I keep you.
Correct. I'm the flashy, annoying mouthpiece. Evan's the real meat on the bone, so to speak. Especially if you look at his trading yesterday. What we'll do, we're going to leave here in 2 minutes, everybody, and go get ASFX TV started. So come sign up, free month. We'll go over Evan's trades first. Since I already did my review this morning, we'll have him go over his 4 for 4 yesterday first, and then we'll get into it. Usually on stream, especially on a day like today, we don't trade the first 15 minutes anyway. So it's usually review and shit like that.
Show me 130 with your code for, is that top one futures, the Elite Daily?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 40% off. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I mean, like I said, if you're putting in my code or Austin's code, it's not going to be like a worse discount than what they're running on the website. So
Yeah, right.
I don't ever have to double check of like, is there something better out there? It's literally, it's going to be the best discount that they offer whenever the sale is.
Diabolical.
Yeah. Cooking pre-market, New York session, and afternoon. I'll take a trade at like 2 p.m. and everyone's like, did you trade this on stream? I'm like, no, they're not all going to be on stream. I'm allowed to trade by myself. Fuck. Let me get a minute apiece. Taking the trade without answering a bunch of questions and looking back and forth. You know?
I know. Okay, everybody, we're going to go get the stream started. It's been a fun morning with you all. Thanks for being here. Click the link in my bio, asfx.biz/first for your first month free. We will see you on there. Lots of giveaways, lots of trades. Let's get at it.